Howdy, y'all. I've been sweating. We've literally been studying, researching Texas. We're going to give you interesting facts about Texas. So without further ado, welcome to Kilty's state presentation. I really don't know how to start this off or where to begin. First of all, yeehaw, baby. First thing I would say, it's a pretty independent state. So Texans are really proud. And a fun, interesting fact to start this off is Norwegians use the word Texas to mean crazy. Texas was its own country for 9 years in the 1800s before they joined the Union with the United States for protection. You have to go home. I need you to research this. In the Civil War, did Texas secede from the Union? Texas, pretty gigantic state. It's the second largest state in terms of size, and it's the second most populated behind California. We have 4 big cities that I want to talk about just really quick. Houston, giant one. There's like 2 million people in Houston. It's the 4th largest in the U.S. San Antonio, 1.5 million people. Dallas, 1.35 million people. Stick with me, folks. And then Austin, it's the capital of Texas. It has about 1 million people, but it's the 11th most populated in the United States. We've got a lot of folks in Texas. They're not all cowboys. The armadillo is the state animal. Unfortunately, they die a lot. So when you're out driving in Texas, watch out for them armadillos because they be dying out here. Another thing about Texas that I didn't expect, we're in Tornado Alley, but apparently Texas is too. Texas has the most tornadoes on average out of any of the 50 states. The Rio Grande. Is it Grand or Grande? Does anyone know? Grande? Rio Grande? Yeah, the Rio Grande separates Texas from Mexico. It actually does mark the border between them for most of the state, and it is the largest river in the state of Texas. If you're in the great state of Missouri right now, 4 Missouris will fit in Texas. That's a big old honking piece of land. Dr. Pepper apparently was created in Texas. Who knew? Texas has its own power grid. Say there was like a bomb or something went off and we lost power in all of the United States, Texas still has power. Unlike any of the other 50 states, Texas owns all of its public lands. Let's say the United States Army wanted to use their land to create an army base. They would actually have to lease the land from Texas or get Texas's permission to use the land. If you get down to Texas, you've got to go to Austin. You got lakes, hills there. And the motto for Austin is, keep Austin beer. Oh yeah. Houston native Beyonce, one of my best friends growing up. That's where I learned to sing. Oh yeah, Chuck Norris was Walker Texas Ranger. He was a Texas Ranger. If you want one more fact, here's another fact for you. To be a Texas Ranger, you have to be working in Texas and have 8 years of law enforcement. You got to be a law enforcement officer for 8 years. So, folks, anyways, with that being said, get back to the bread and butter.